Hi, people. It's still October 16th. It's Wednesday. And my mind went blank. I am going to read Ether 10. And this is Lou. Mary Lou. But I've gone by Lou all my life, except for the time I was in Texas. Then everybody called me Mary Lou there, because that's how I introduced myself, and it just stuck. And I didn't correct anybody. My legal name is Mary Lou. But I go by Lou. And maybe one day soon I'll go by Mary. That'll be just fine. Okay, so I'm going to read Ether 10. And I can already tell I started to read a little bit. So there's names in there. I'm not good with these names because they're from way back when. But I will give it a try. And I'm trying to get me in the middle without having too much glare out of that lamp. And I'm not sure I want to be in the middle of the thing. Okay, so here is Ether chapter 10. It says, this is the synopsis, okay, in the very beginning. It says, one king succeeds another. Some of the kings are righteous, others are wicked. When righteousness prevails, the people are blessed and prosper by the Lord. Okay, so here's verse 1. Well, I'm going to have a hard time with this name stuff. And it came to pass that Shez, that's Shez, who was a descendant of Heth, Heth, for Heth had perished by the famine, and all his household, save it were Shez, which is Shez. Wherefore Shez began to build up again a broken people. Here's verse 2. And it came to pass that Shez did remember the destruction of his fathers, and he did build up a righteous kingdom, for he remembered what the Lord had done in bringing Jared and his brother across the deep. And he did walk in the ways of the Lord, and he begat sons and daughters. And his eldest son, whose name was Shez, did rebel against him. Nevertheless, Shez was smitten by the hand of a robber because of his exceeding riches, which brought peace again unto his father. So what brought peace to his father is that somebody killed him? Isn't that what you got out of that? That's what I got out of that. And it came to pass that his father did build up many cities upon the face of the land, and the people began again to spread over all the face of the land. And Shez did live to an exceedingly old age, and he begat Riplakish, and he died. And Riplakish reigned in his stead. And it came to pass that Riplakish did not do that which was right in the sight of the Lord, for he did have many wives and concubines, and did lay that upon men's shoulders which was grievous to be borne. Yea, he did tax them with heavy taxes, and with the taxes he did build many spacious buildings. And he did erect an exceedingly beautiful throne, and he did build many prisons. And whoso would not be subject unto taxes, he did cast into prison. And whoso was not able to pay taxes, he did cast into prison. And he did cause that they should labor continually for their support. And whoso refused to labor, he did cause to be put to death. Not cool. Okay. Wherefore he did obtain all his fine work, yea, even his fine gold he did cause to be refined in prison, and all manner of fine workmanship he did cause to be wrought in prison. And it came to pass that he did afflict the people with his whoredoms and abominations. And when he had reigned for the space of 42 years, the people did rise up in rebellion against him, and there began to be war again in the land, insomuch that Riplakish was killed, and his descendants were driven out of the land. And it came to pass, after the space of many years, Morianton, he being a descendant of Riplakish, gathered together an army of outcasts, and went forth and gave battle unto the people. And he gained power over many cities, and the war became exceedingly sore, and did last for the space of many years. And he did gain power over all the land, and did establish himself king over all the land. And after that he had established himself king, he did ease the burden of the people, by which he did gain favor in the eyes of the people, and they did anoint him to be their king. And he did do justice unto the people, but not unto himself, because of his many whoredoms. Wherefore he was cut off from the presence of the Lord. And it came to pass that Morianton built up many cities, and the people became exceedingly rich under his reign, both in buildings and in gold and silver, and in raising grain, and in flocks and herds, and such things which had been restored unto them. And Morianton did live to an exceedingly great age, and then he begat Kim, and Kim did reign in the stead of his father, and he did reign 8 years, and his father died. And it came to pass that Kim did not reign in righteousness, wherefore he was not favored of the Lord. And his brother did rise up in rebellion against him, by which he did bring him into captivity, and he did remain in captivity all the days, and he begat sons and daughters in captivity. And in his old age he begat Levi, and he died. And it came to pass that Levi did serve in captivity after the death of his father for the space of 42 years. And he did make war against the king of the land, by which he did obtain unto himself the kingdom. And after he had obtained unto himself the kingdom, he did that which was right in the sight of the Lord, and the people did prosper in the land, and he did live to a good old age, and begat sons and daughters, and he also begat Coram, whom he anointed king in his stead. And it came to pass that Coram did that which was good in the sight of the Lord all his days, and he begat many sons and daughters. And after he had seen many days, he did pass away, even like unto the rest of the earth. And Kish reigned in his stead. That's Kish. And it came to pass that Kish passed away also, and Lib reigned in his stead. And it came to pass that Lib also did that which was good in the sight of the Lord. And in the days of Lib the poisonous serpents were destroyed. Wherefore they did go into the land southward, to hunt food for the people of the land, for the land was covered with animals of the forest, and Lib also himself became a great hunter. And they built a great city by the narrow neck of land, by the place where the sea divides the land. And they did preserve the land southward for a wilderness, to get game. And the whole face of the land northward was covered with inhabitants. Now, I remember reading that. And they were exceedingly industrious, and they did buy and sell and traffic one with another. That they might get gain. And they did work in all manner of ore. And they did make gold and silver and iron and brass and all manner of metals, and they did dig it out of the earth. Wherefore they did cast up mighty heaps of earth to get ore of gold and of silver and of iron and of copper. And they did work all manner of fine work. And they did have skills. I said that wrong. And they did have silks and fine twined linen, and they did work all manner of cloth, that they might clothe themselves from their nakedness. And they did make all manner of tools to till the earth, both to plow and to sow and to reap and to hoe, and also to thrash. They did make all manner of tools with which they did work their beast. And they did make all manner of weapons of war. And they did work all manner of work of exceedingly curious workmanship. Well, that was kind of weird. And they did work all manner of work of exceedingly curious workmanship. And never could be a people more blessed than were they, and more prospered by the hand of the Lord. And they were in a land that was choice above all lands, for the Lord had spoken it. That's, when they were talking about the little crook of land that separates, and then the land southward. The land southward is South America. Land northward is North America. That little teeny piece of land down there, the neck. I'm going by my readings in the Book of Mormon, so I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure South America and North America are connected by a little piece of land. Okay? So I don't know how I am in this picture here. And they were in a land that was choice above all lands, for the Lord had spoken it. Well, I'm doing bad. And it came to pass that Lib did live many years, and begat sons and daughters. And he also begat Hartham. And it came to pass that Hartham reigned in the stead of his father. And when Hartham had reigned 24 years, behold, the kingdom was taken away from him, and he served many years in captivity, yea, even all the remainder of his days. And he begat Heth. And Heth lived in captivity all his days. And Heth begat Aaron. And Aaron dwelt in captivity all his days. And he begat Amminadab. And Amminadab also dwelt in captivity all his days. And he begat Coriantum. And Coriantum dwelt in captivity all his days. And he begat Com. C-O-M. And it came to pass that Com drew away the half of the kingdom, And he reigned over half of the kingdom 40 and 2 years. And he went to battle against the king Amgid, and they fought for the space of many years, during which time Com gained power over Amgid and obtained power over the remainder of the kingdom. And in the days of Com, there began to be robbers in the land, and they adopted, and they adopted the old plans and administered oaths, that's Oaths, oaths, after the manner of the ancients, and sought again to destroy the kingdom. Now Com did fight against them much. Nevertheless, he did not prevail against them. So that wasn't a whole lot of nothing. So for lots of generations, and sons killing fathers or trying to kill fathers. Somebody else killed the son, which gave the father rest. But it is true. So it's all about greed and stuff. So that was Ether 10. And maybe I'll just stop there, and I don't know, maybe I'll read again. But that was Ether 10. So I'm going to go ahead and get it put on here. And it's about 9:30, I think. Yep, 9:29, so I'm pretty close. You guys take care, okay? Hopefully, a few of you might be interested in Ether. However, I didn't find it that interesting, except for that you see the genealogies through the years and how some of the kings are righteous and some are wicked. Some are wicked, and some tax the people a terrible tax and put labor on their back to build buildings and to do their ore and all that stuff, so you've got the ones taking over so they can make the other ones be slaves. I mean, it's been going on forever, people. It's not just the black and white, okay? You guys need to get over that, too, because we don't have to pay for what someone else frickin' did. And in some cases, those people that were in those situations, the slaves, were probably better off and treated better off from the people in the manor. They had a home, they had food, they had a job, that type of thing. Depends on how you look at everything, Yeah, let's kick you out of your home, and then you don't got a job and you don't have a way to take care of yourself, and everybody hates you, because they see you as beneath them. Anyway, it's just a sad situation the world has been in. We need to get over it. We need to quit blaming people who had nothing to do with it. Do you understand, people? I didn't do that to you. I would not do that to you. Yet I've got to pay for what someone else did to you. And they didn't do it to you. They did it to your ancestors. Anyway, life is not fair. And what's going on in this world today is not fair. I wish they'd quit the war. I wish the right people would be in war. The ones who want to choose war, you guys go out and hold the gun and do it. All you leaders of the world, you guys go battle it out. It's all for your greed anyway. And I'll stop there. But as you could see with what I just read, and what I just said too, there's the righteous and the unrighteous, and then there's the robbers. They think they can just go in and take everything you got. No problem. You go out and work for it, and we'll come take it away. That's what the Gadian robbers did. But they didn't just thieve. I'm pretty sure they did other things, like rape. Pilferage, is that the word? Pillage. Anyway, they came into town and took what they wanted and left you with nothing. or they killed you or whatever, because I don't think they had any scruples. So like if you were to put up a fuss, they might just kill you. So what do you want? Do you want them to just take all your stuff, or do you want them to take you too? Anyway, that's a horrible way to look at it. So I'm just going to say bye. And we'll see what chapter 11 has to say. But I do know that before I'm done with chapter 15, this civilization, as we'll call them, are going to be destroyed in war. And if we're not careful, people, it's coming for us too. And believe me, there are those out there that want us to be in war, want us to kill off our population, ruin our people, our children. Look at who they send off to war, our babies. 18 years old does not make you an adult. And there's no age that makes you want to be a killer. And if you go by Jesus' rules, you're not supposed to take someone else's life. That is just about the worst sin there is. I didn't used to think it could be forgiven, but I'm sure there are circumstances where you can. And war is something that, it's either kill or be killed. There's different circumstances, but to intentionally go out and take someone's life over bull crap. Oh, well, you've got a beautiful car. I want your car. Get out and let me have it. or whatever. They break into your house and take whatever you've got. It's of value. So I'm going to hang up on that. I'm going to get off of Ether 10 and I'll go to Ether 11. You guys have a great one, whatever day or night it is. Just take care and say a prayer. Say a prayer for yourself. Pray for your children. Pray for Mary Lou. Wouldn't hurt to have a whole lot of people praying for me, I'm sure. But he does. He knows what I need. So we just have to figure out, does he need me down here or does he want me to come home? Like I said, I got things going on. I don't want to go home. I want to stay right here. I want to take care of business. I want to figure out my destiny. And I want to share with you people. You people. You creatures. We are all creatures, okay? The Creator created us, and we are His creatures. All right. Good night.